Welcome to one of the biggest debates in the fitness world. Should you train your whole body in one session or split workouts to focus on different muscle groups? This is the core of the full body versus split routine discussion. The answer isn't simple. The best routine is the one that fits you, your goals, and your life. We're going to dive into the science and practical application of both methods. The decision impacts your results, training frequency, muscle recovery, and progress. Many beginners feel overwhelmed by this choice, seeing experienced lifters with complex splits and wondering about full body workouts. Both approaches have produced incredible physiques and strength gains. The key is to find what aligns with your personal circumstances and what you enjoy. Understanding the principles behind each style is the first step. A full body routine involves training all major muscle groups in a single workout. A split routine divides your training, dedicating days to specific muscle groups. Each path offers unique benefits and challenges. Our goal is to equip you with the knowledge to make an informed decision. We'll break down the science of muscle growth, recovery, and frequency. Let's see what the research says and how it applies in the real world. A full body workout stimulates all major muscle groups in one gym visit. Instead of focusing on one area, you combine exercises for quads, hamstrings, glutes, back, chest, shoulders, and arms. The focus is on quality over quantity, selecting key exercises for each body part. This approach ensures a growth signal every time you train. Full body workouts revolve around large, compound movements like squats and bench presses. These exercises are efficient, working several muscles at once. You're building muscle and improving functional strength and coordination. Full body training offers high frequency, stimulating muscles more often than split routines. Training your entire body 3 times a week aligns with muscle protein synthesis, crucial for growth. This repeated stimulation creates a consistent anabolic environment. Instead of one big spike in muscle protein synthesis, you get frequent, smaller spikes. Over time, this can lead to more consistent gains, especially for beginners. It's like watering a plant regularly for steady growth. Full body workouts are ideal for beginners due to their responsiveness to new training stimuli. The low volume per muscle group is sufficient for growth and prevents excessive soreness. It allows beginners to master essential compound lifts, building a solid foundation. The frequency helps them learn movements quickly. Individuals with limited time can also benefit, as full body plans require just 3 sessions a week. This flexibility makes it sustainable for those with busy schedules. Now, let's explore the split body workout, the divide and conquer approach. You split muscle groups and train them on different days, dedicating more time to each. This method increases training volume, necessary for continued growth beyond the beginner phase. Split routines allow for greater focus and intensity, hitting muscles from multiple angles. This increased volume drives hypertrophy for lifters with a solid strength foundation. Split routines come in various forms, each with its own structure. The upper-lower split divides training into upper and lower body days. A typical schedule involves training 4 days a week, hitting each muscle group twice. The push/pull/legs (PPL) split organizes exercises by movement pattern. Push day targets chest, shoulders, and triceps. Pull day focuses on back and biceps. Legs day is dedicated to the lower body, with PPL run 3 or 6 days a week. Split routines are ideal for intermediate lifters who need greater stimulus for growth. They allow for increased training volume, pushing muscles past previous limits. This type of training is perfect for maximizing muscle hypertrophy. It enables focus on lagging body parts and precise physique sculpting. If shoulders are a weak point, a split routine allows dedicated focus. This specialization isn't possible in full body workouts. The debate between full body and split routines centers on frequency versus volume. Full body workouts champion frequency, stimulating muscles every 48-72 hours. This keeps muscle protein synthesis elevated, promoting growth. Split routines excel in volume, dedicating entire workouts to specific muscles. A chest day might involve 12, 16 sets, creating metabolic stress and muscular damage. The debate is whether frequent, less work, or infrequent, more work is better. Comparing time commitment, full body workouts are efficient per session. You can complete a comprehensive workout in 60, 75 minutes. For busy schedules, 3 quick sessions a week are advantageous. Split routines require more days in the gym, often 4, 6 days a week. This represents a significant lifestyle commitment, planning around training. It's not always feasible for everyone. Recovery highlights differences between full body and split routines. Full body routines create systemic fatigue, requiring full rest days. Beginners adapt quickly, benefiting from this setup. Split routines manage recovery by isolating muscle groups, allowing longer rest. After a leg day, legs rest until the next week, enabling full recovery. This approach allows consecutive training days without issue. It requires careful management to avoid overtraining. So, when you're choosing between a full body and a split routine, your primary fitness goal should really be your guide. Let's start with muscle growth, or hypertrophy. Both routines can build significant muscle, but for beginners, the high frequency of a full body routine is probably superior for kicking off the growth process. For intermediate to advanced lifters, a well-designed split routine often takes the edge. The ability to add more targeted volume and focus on weak points lets you specialize in a way that's super important for long-term development. The verdict? Start with full body, and then graduate to a split when your progress stalls and you need more volume. Now, if your main goal is raw strength, things get a bit more blurred. Strength is a skill, and it's highly specific to the lifts you practice. Powerlifters, for example, need to get strong at the squat, bench press, and deadlift. A full body routine lets them practice these lifts frequently, which is great for neurological adaptation and refining technique. But a specialized split routine allows them to really hammer the accessory muscles that support those main lifts. A common and effective approach for strength is a hybrid model, like an upper-lower split, which combines decent frequency, like twice a week, with enough volume to build the necessary muscle mass. So we've covered the science, the pros, and the cons. Now it's time for probably the most important part, making a decision that actually works for you. The perfect workout plan on paper, well, it's pretty much useless if it doesn't fit your real life. So the first step is to do an honest self-assessment. Grab a piece of paper or just open up a note on your phone and think about 3 key areas: your primary goal, your weekly schedule, and your current experience level. And be brutally honest with yourself here. Are you truly a beginner, or have you actually been training consistently for a year? This kind of clarity is the foundation you'll use to build a successful and sustainable training plan. Let's start with your primary goal. What is the number one reason you're heading to the gym? Is it to build as much muscle as you physically can? If that's the case, you're looking at higher volume, which usually points you toward a split routine once you've got enough experience. Or maybe your goal is to get stronger, whether that's for a sport or just for everyday life. In that situation, the high frequency of practicing compound lifts in a full body routine might be more beneficial, at least at first. Or, is your main objective to lose fat and improve your overall health? If so, the time efficiency and high metabolic cost of a full body workout could be the most practical choice for you. Once you've finished your self-assessment, the choice should start to feel a lot clearer. Let's bring it all together. If you're a beginner who can train 3 days a week with the goal of general strength and health, a full body routine is your answer. It's simple, it's effective, and it builds an awesome foundation. If you're an intermediate lifter with the main goal of muscle growth, and you can commit to 4 or 5 days a week, then an upper-lower split or a PPL split is probably your best bet. This gives you that blend of frequency and volume you need to push past those plateaus. The key is to match the tool to the job at hand. One of the most common mistakes I see is what I call program hopping. That's when someone starts a routine, doesn't see huge results in 2 weeks, and then immediately jumps to a different one. Progress takes time and honestly, consistency. No matter if you choose a full body or a split routine, you need to stick with it for at least 8 to 12 weeks to really give it a fair shot. You've got to focus on progressive overload, getting stronger over time within that program. Constantly changing your routine is a surefire way to spin your wheels and never make any real measurable progress in your lifting career. We've journeyed through the intricate landscape of full body and split body training, diving into the science, the practical side, and the core philosophies behind each method. We've established that the best workout doesn't exist in a vacuum. It's a dynamic concept, and it's deeply personal and situational. The real best workout is the one that lines up with your individual goals, your real-world schedule, and your current level of training experience. The big debate isn't about picking a universal winner, but about giving you the knowledge to pick the right champion for your own fitness journey right now. Your success depends not on just following a trend, but on making a deliberate, informed choice. So let's break down our findings into a final, clear summary. Full body workouts are the masters of frequency and efficiency. They're perfect for beginners who need to learn the basics and build a base of strength. They're also ideal for anyone with a packed schedule, letting you get a comprehensive and effective workout in just 3 sessions per week. By hitting every muscle group multiple times a week, you create a steady signal for growth and adaptation. This approach is excellent for general health, functional strength, and as a starting point for anyone new to lifting weights. It's the solid foundation upon which great physiques are built. Split routines, on the other hand, are the masters of volume and specialization. They're the next logical step for intermediate or advanced lifters whose progress on a full body plan has started to slow down. By dividing the body, you can dedicate entire sessions to specific muscle groups, hitting them with the higher volume needed to spark new growth. This is the path for those whose main goal is maximizing muscle hypertrophy and sculpting a specific aesthetic physique. It does demand a bigger commitment in terms of days at the gym, but for the dedicated, this focused approach is the key to unlocking your ultimate muscular potential and breaking through stubborn plateaus. So, the conclusion here isn't just a simple verdict, but a strategic recommendation based on your self-assessment. There's absolutely no shame in starting with a full body routine. Honestly, it's the smartest way to begin. Likewise, there's no real superiority in a split routine if it doesn't fit your life, or if you haven't yet earned the need for its intensity. Look at your goals, be honest about your schedule, and respect your experience level. Use all this info to choose your starting point. This decision is your first big win in the gym, setting the stage for all the progress that's coming. It's really about choosing the right tool for the right job. Now that you've got the knowledge to choose your path, the final, and honestly most critical piece of advice is this. Consistency will always be more important than the specific split you pick. A decent program that you stick with for a year is going to give you way better results than the so-called perfect program that you only follow for a few weeks. The human body adapts to stress over time, and that adaptation needs a consistent, repeated stimulus. No matter if you're on a full body or a split routine, showing up week after week and putting in the work is the real, non-negotiable secret to success. Find a routine you can actually stick to, and then make sticking to it your #1 goal. Embrace the principle of progressive overload as your guiding star. That means you need to keep pushing to do more over time. Maybe that's adding a little more weight, doing 1 more rep, or just finishing the same work in less time. This is how you tell your body it needs to get stronger and bigger. Keep a training log to track your progress. This simple habit turns your workouts from just random sessions into a structured, measurable journey. Watching your numbers go up over the weeks and months is honestly one of the most powerful motivators you'll ever find.